Concerned about increasing ground rent? There are 3 options available to leaseholders. First, ask the landlord to provide a deed of variation, which varies the rent review clause of the lease to cap the lease to no more than £1,000 in London or £250 outside of London. This is the most permanent method in restricting the ground rent. Do note that some landlords may not agree to providing a deed of variation. Secondly, ask the seller to purchase the relevant indemnity. This temporarily limits any costs the tenant may have due to breach of lease terms. However, this does not exclude the tenant from paying a higher ground rent. Third option is request for a lease extension of 90 years. Leaseholders can immediately request for a lease extension once they have purchased the property. Once the lease is extended, the ground rent drops to peppercorn, which is £0. However, this would need to be done through a legal process, and additional illegal costs may be incurred. In addition, the tenant would generally have to pay 50% of the increase in value of the lease to the landlord due to the lease extension. Depending on the increase in value, some properties may require the tenant to pay a large sum to the landlord for lease extension. Please like Lease's Law Solicitors and follow us for any updates. Finally, do you have any thoughts on today's video about ground rent? Please comment below and share with your loved one and friends.